Good morning. Oh shit. My microphone almost just fell. How's it going? Welcome. What is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday, the third day in the week. Unless you're one of those freaks that counts the week as starting on Sunday. Which, I don't know. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we needlessly complicate things? Why does the week start on Sunday, but everybody really knows that it actually starts on Monday? What's up with that? Is this like a Christianity thing? Probably, right? Like, they were doing this shit in like the 1600s and we just never adjusted it. Whoever gives out a licking must be prepared to receive a licking of their own. Well, see, the problem with streaming 5 days a week is that I really struggle to come up with the titles for streams now. And I wanted to come up with I had it pop into my head. I was like trying to come up with some kind of pun with Timex and 69ing, but the neurons just weren't connecting, so I gave up. You can just title them Tog. You can just title them Tog Stream month, day, year. Yeah, but isn't that boring? Isn't that boring? Who cares? I cares. I cares about it. I cares a lot. We care a lot. You ever hear that song? From, oh shit. I don't know. Somebody. Wait, no, I can remember it. It's Faith No More, right? I think it's Faith No More. They did the song Epic. Please don't strain yourself. I'm not strained. I'm perfectly average. There's no straining going on. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm talking into a microphone. This is what I do for like 2 hours a day. Every day. And then I go eat lunch. Am I slouching? No, I'm not really slouching. I'm like leaning back against my chair, you know? Like I'm more... I can't slouch because there's no room for me to slouch. You know, I heard that all that shit about, like, good posture in your chair, that shit's all a rumor. None of it's real. They're fucking lying. I hear that it's all about... If you want good posture... It's woke. If you want good posture, it's more about having a strong core. So if you want good posture, what you need to do, you got to start doing some planks. And you got to start doing some, like, crunches. Or some... I don't know. Crunches might be bad for you. I don't actually know. Yes, bring back planking. I've been starting... You know what? I took a break from planking. I went back to it. I said, you know what? I haven't been working my core enough for my workout routine. I'm going to go back to doing planks. I start doing planks. I can do planks for maybe 30 seconds before it feels like I'm going to die. And I thought, wow, I need to get better at these. You remember whenever kids when it was like the planking challenge where you would just like do a plank in like a weird place? Plank stream when? Probably never. I can't imagine somebody getting enjoyment out of like watching another person work out if they weren't like getting some kind of information. Like if it was an informational workout stream, like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to do these exercises, then I could understand it. But I'm not an authority on working out. I just have done it before. So I don't think you should listen to me because I might do things wrong. So I don't imagine watching me work out to be like something that would be entertaining for people. When is the Oroji stream on Tumblr Live? Well, probably never unless they bring Tumblr Live back. And even if they did, I probably would not just stream pornography on it. I don't know, maybe I would if it was funny enough. I'll do anything if I think it's funny enough. The problem is thinking that it's funny enough. That's the hurdle to overcome. What are your thoughts on Dubai chocolates and Labubus? Well, I don't know anything about Dubai chocolate, but we talked about Labubus like last week. Well, we didn't really talk about Labubus. I just said like, I know that these exist and they make me think of Beanie Babies. And then I said they should bring Beanie Babies back. And matcha yoga? What's matcha yoga? I know those words individually, but I'm not aware of, what, like, is this a style of yoga? I've never done yoga before. You drink matcha and do yoga. What about Goo Goo Babies? Goo Goo Babies? Wait, I thought they were called, like, Goo Goo Balls. Isn't it, like, chocolate Goo Goo Balls or something? He doesn't know about Goo Goo Babies. I don't. I will be the first to tell you I don't know about Goo Goo Babies. Goo Goo Babies is a Misumi bit. Goo Goo Clusters, that's what I was thinking about. Pretty Derby. Well, I have no desire to play that fucking horse game, so don't worry about it. I know it's the horse girl game. What, you think I'm some unknower of current internet events? I don't have anything against the game, I just don't... I've seen some people play it, and I thought, yeah, that's not for me. You know what? Not furry enough. I'm gonna say it. These are just anime bitches with horse ears. I don't give a fuck. They gotta be at least, like, 70% animal. Or else, fucking, I don't give a shit. They should be centaurs. That would be a lot. I think if they would have made that franchise centaurs instead, it would probably be cooler and have like 1/10,000th the viewer base. For sure. Used to be a horse girl as a kid, and the horse girl in my store reared its head when I heard about Uma Musume the first time. That's fair, that's fair. I was never a girl or a horse girl growing up, so that one passed me by. You know what's kind of funny? Despite living and growing up in Texas, I don't really remember any, like, horse girls at my school. Even though I understand the genotype of horse girl, I can't think of, like, somebody I knew that was a horse girl. I would play it if it was just normal horses, but it being only women makes it weird to me. Yeah, I mean, I talked about it. I think that I don't have a problem with it being only women, because I believe in the power of feminism. But I think the fact that it's all just, like, very, Like, it's not varied enough, you know? There's just like a bunch of anime girls that looks like they pulled them out of the anime girl factory. They could at least like switch it up a little bit, you know? I used to be a horse girl, but then a horse sent me to the ER and I was on TV about it. Damn. That sucks. I'm glad you got better. I think that would break my trust in horses too. I think if I was like, if I was full on like, these are beautiful creatures, we understand each other so well, we're on the same wavelength, and then they like kick me in the ribs and almost kill me, I'd be like, fuck these animals. These are monsters. I don't want anything to do with them anymore. I'm playing, but honestly, the anime girl stuff isn't the part I want. I love the Monster Rancher training shit. I mean, yeah, to me, that seems like, okay, if Uma Musume Pretty Derby was just a viewer for softcore anime pornography, I don't think it would be popular. Because there's so many of those. Like, if you want just a softcore porn anime girl viewer, like, you can just do what, like, you don't need an application where you spend money on it. So that, to me, concludes that the mechanics must be really great. Because otherwise, people wouldn't, it takes more than just pretty anime girls to get people's attentions. Like, there has to be that spark. Because otherwise, if the alternative was true, then every single shitty dime a dozen adult game that came out on Steam would have like 100,000 reviews, and they don't. So, you know? So the mechanics of the game have to be tight. They have to be really... It has to be a fun game mechanically, or else nobody would give a shit. Yeah, I don't like horses. Yeah, I mean, look. If I had to rank the... If I had to do a tier list of, like, the species based off of, like, my opinion of them in terms of, like, furry culture, I think horses would rank rather low. I'm sorry to say. Just comparatively. I think they'd be like a C tier. Though I will say, over time, people have gotten much better at drawing horses, is something I've noticed. Like horse OCs have gotten a glow up, and I want to say like the last 4 or 5 years. Because it used to be, they all used to look like, all right, look, this is gonna date me, but I'm sure some of you people in chat know what I'm about to say, but because they used to all look like that fucking I Love Being Strong horse pick from Homestuck back in like 2015. They're just like really anatomically correct heads that make them look like gross. They look like a BoJack Horseman type. Like, they would draw them with a really long snout. And I'm like, look, isn't the point of making an animal OC to, like, abstract away the parts that are, like, aesthetically displeasing and just focus on the things that people like about the animal? You know? And I feel like that was the case, like, you know, 8, 9 years ago. Nowadays, though, you see horse OCs, they're drawing them almost like a long-nosed dog. Like, it's like, they've really rounded out the... Is it a muzzle if it's a horse? Or is muzzle just for dogs? I don't actually know. But they've really rounded out the nose and really, like, softened the features, and it makes them a lot more aesthetically pleasing, you know? It's how so many furry artists draw other animals in general. Basically, our boards are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that nowadays horse OCs are basically just glorified Borzois. So, like, and I think that's an improvement. Because otherwise, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think a horse anthropomorphizes very well if you stick too close to the source material. I think, you know, your dogs, your cats, your birds, even like a rat, a mouse, what else is like furry slop? Like a raccoon, I don't know, like a squirrel, like those, you can all do those. A horse just does, if you're sticking close to what a horse actually looks like, it does not anthropomorphize well. It looks fucking scary. Because horses look fucking scary, alright? Horses look scary. They're scary big monsters that can kill you if you look at them the wrong way. So I'm glad. I'm glad that we have moved, that we have decided that horses look scary and we're just going to draw them like weird dogs now. I'm totally fine with that. In fact, I encourage it. If you're a furry artist and you are drawing your horse characters like they're a weird shaped dog, I give it the thumbs up. How do we feel about donkeys? Well, donkeys have always been like almost a dog-like horse, you know? I like donkeys. Donkeys, I've seen some cute donkey characters kicking around, no pun intended. Me watching Shrek. Yeah, I love Eddie Murphy. And now let me also say this. This does not extend to ponies, and I don't mean literal, like the actual young horse. You know what I mean. It does not extend to them. Those things look like weird blobs, and I'm sorry, but I can't pass my seal of approval on those just because, you know, that's just, those things are not even animals at a certain point. They're weird blobs. Whenever I see, I mean, it doesn't happen very often nowadays, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy how ridiculously all-encompassing the brony used to be in online space. Do you think any, like, has there been, since bronies, an archetypal internet user that's, like, so ubiquitously recognizable? Like, I feel like nothing has reached the heights of bronyism, you know? At least not in the places that I hang out online. Homestuck? No. Homestuck doesn't get close. They're putting... Yeah, exactly. They're putting bronies on Fox News. Like, that was like Trekkies before the bronies. Honestly, I feel like that's the closest analog is, like, Trekkies. Bronies are the Trekkies of the 2010s. Really, whenever you really break it down, like, there hasn't been a fandom explosion like that since, like, the fucking 60s or whatever. Homestuck got big, but it is still relatively niche. Yeah, I don't think Homestuck passes the test. I think bronies, like, the whole brony thing was really crazy in hindsight. Like, it almost feels like a mass psychosis. I think in 20 years from now, 20 years from today, in 2050, you could be, like, it'll be like a trivia fact, you know? It'll be like, yeah, did you know that there was, like, this giant, insane fandom for the My Little Pony cartoon that was so big that it got, like, documentaries and it got entire conventions? Like, I think that'll be like a fun factoid in like 25 years. I think it'll be on Thrice. There's going to be a Thrice question in 2.5 decades that's like, this collection of fans of a cartoon from 2012, what was its name? That's not a very good Thrice question, but they don't pay me to write the questions. I just answer them, so whatever. Do you know the purple MLP horse has the most porn of any fictional character? You know what? I honestly would... I request a fact check on that because that doesn't seem right. Really? I feel like that's not true. I mean, look. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's improbable. It has the highest Rule 34 results. Yeah, but that's just one website. You know? Like, that's just one singular aggregate. Yeah, Pixiv, E621, like there's plenty of other ones. I don't know. Anybody still use E-hentai or what? Wait, no, that's not what it was called. Hold on. I'm thinking of it. What is it? It's like GE hentai? Yeah, the sad panda. Boy, that brings me back. Hentai Foundry. Dude, there's so many pornographic websites in the world. Do I get in trouble on Twitch for even mentioning these? I hope not. I don't think I do. I'm not telling you to go to them, and I'm not showing them on my stream, so I think I'm okay. MLP Big Boom was at the same time as Rule 34 became a widespread thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to say that Rule 34 became a widespread thing far before. I mean, I don't know. The problem is that the internet landscape is so different now than it even was back in like 2012, right? Like, you have to realize if you're on the younger side, you know, if you're in like your early 20s or whatever, like, social media didn't used to exist. You know, like we used to be way more siloed off where you would pick like a community and be there. We used to have forums and shit. Nowadays, that just doesn't really exist. You don't have forums anymore. You have Discord servers, which are kind of, you know, that's a bit of carrying the torch. But, you know, I would say that, like, Rule 34 becoming a widespread thing probably has more to do with just, like, the rise of these giant social media platforms where information is more quickly disseminated amongst the users. Because, I mean, whenever I was too young to know what Rule 34 was, I knew what Rule 34 was. I knew what Rule 34 was in high school, you know? Like, so, you know. Twilight Sparker. Dude, I'm having trouble talking today. I'm having trouble learning how to read. Twilight Sparkle has 3,850 images on E6, being the most populated character tag and beating second place Judy Hopps by 1,000. That's kind of crazy. Because didn't Zootopia come out in like 2016 or something? It's crazy that Judy Hopps managed to catch back up with like Twilight Sparkle had like a 5 or 6 year head start, right? Is it My Little Pony from like fucking 2011 or something? 2012 maybe? Maybe even old. Maybe it was like 2009 even. I honestly can't remember. I was never a pony guy. So I have no idea. Yeah, it was 2011 or 2010. Now, I do think that here's the problem is that that is not... If it's the character tags, that does not count Pokemon. And I think that's probably going to throw some wrenches into the calculations here. All right, new game dole, new dole idea, and it's just shows you a tag. It shows you 2 E6 tags, and you have to guess which one has more pictures. It's my new idea. I still need to make Javdol, but I've been busy working on this other RTVS related project, which is coming along great. Thanks for asking. Zootopia got stupid big on Chan sites when it came out. That's kind of funny because I think by the time Zootopia was out, I was done using 4chan. So, like, I'm just surprised because whenever I was on 4chan in, like, high school and college and shit, it was, like, very vehemently anti-furry still. Like, unless you wanted to just, like, troll people by... me trolling everybody on the 4chan boards by ironically posting furry pornography. Like, this'll get them. Twilight beats the most popular Pokemon, Lucario, by 5,000. I am astounded that it's Lucario, to be honest. That is... If I would have, like... I would have put money down on it being, like, Gardevoir. I know, I remember you told me this before, but I had forgotten. 4chan has been sort of the nexus of online culture for a hot minute. It's the dirty secret that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that so much of internet culture comes from, honestly, a very bad place. That's just, it's how it's always been. It's how it's always been. Gardevoir is distinctly feminine, so that narrows the appeal. I would posit that perhaps the femininity broadens the appeal. In a way. Think about it. 4chan or something awful, that's how it breaks down. I miss Scrandle. I'll play Scrandle. Look, we're having a conversation. Have you been to this stream before? Weird how calling each other XF slur didn't catch on. Oh, that caught on. That caught on for a hot fucking minute. I think we've only just now, within the last couple years, weaned our way off of it. That shit was around for so long. A large part of it is that the in-jokes get posted other places, partially as dog whistles, and they just get disseminated out from there. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up to think about how much of, like, common, even, like, current internet parlance comes from, like, specifically, like, incel-adjacent, communities. It's really fucked up. I don't know, maybe fucked up isn't the right word. The XF slur had to be brought up in a court of law after that huge Apple Cloud leak? Really? Like Wojaks? I mean, Wojaks themselves are not necessary. I mean, I get... You know what? I have to say... I was gonna argue against it and say that that's not necessarily from incel culture specifically, but... As we all know, the original Wojak was that feel when no GF. So that... I think that counts. I think that counts. The energy of Wojaks is bad. It's a Rage comic thing? No. You have your taxonomy confused. Wojak was never from a Rage comic. Wojak was from 4chan in like 2013 or something. It was used in Rage comics? No, it was after Rage comics. Well, okay, it was after, like, Rage comics was always, like, a Reddit thing to me, at least. I mean, not that they were only exclusively used in Reddit, but they were very Reddit coded. But Wojak was always like the edgier. Well, I don't know. It wasn't even edgy because the original Wojak was just that feel with no GF. It was just the Wojak that just was like kind of sad. Like that was it. Like there wasn't anything else attached to it, right? Yeah, Wojak might have actually been before Rage Comics, but they definitely were like not necessarily the same. Like they did not originate in the same place. Because Rage Comics was a Reddit thing because it was like, what was it? It was like that subreddit that was just like F and then 30 U's or whatever. You know, that one? We should invent a new thing, something that isn't Wojaks or derps. Rage Comics and Wojaks are related in the way Coyotes and Wolves are related. Yeah. The first Rage Comics were from 4chan. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, it's like I said, basically everything on the internet comes from something awful or 4chan. Like that's how it is. So many of the hobbies I have now come from being on 4chan in 2008 to 2012. I feel like everyone who is on there either went real bad or real leftist. Yeah, I do feel like, I mean, look, I will be the first to admit that when I was in high school and college, I was on 4chan. I had bad, stupid opinions. That's what being, 17 is about. And then you just get older and you're like, ah, shit, that was embarrassing. I shouldn't have done that. But you can't change the past, so all you can do is be like, well, at least I'm not like that anymore. I'm normal now. It's cool to be normal, actually. I think it's the kind of thing where it's like, if you, like, what can you really expect of people? Like, I think there's nothing wrong with having some shitty opinions whenever you're 17. Like, is that not just part of growing up? Like, I think the important part is looking back on it and being like, yeah, that was bad. That was bad, and I will try to direct people away from the path that I took so that, just kind of help the general of humanity. That kind of thing. Well, at least there's no online record of it. There's a scant few online records of me from, like, college and high school, and most of them are on a hard drive that Scorpy has lost years over. Like, so it's gone to the ether forever. There is a period of time back even before Discord when we were all on Mumble. We had a Mumble server where Scorpy would just, like, record Scorpy never used his mic. We didn't hear Scorpy talk for years. And he would just, but he'd be in the call and recording us and then, play our voices back at us. So Scorpy, there's a hard drive in a landfill somewhere that just has hours of RTVS talking to each other from, 2013. Like years ago. Yeah, hours and hours of Dota 2 arguments. Literally, it was probably mostly Dota 2 arguments. The RTVS slur drive. No, come on. We weren't that bad. Also, I'm married to a man now. I have the pass. I retroactively have the pass. I married a man. It's okay. Everything works out in the end. Me marrying a man so I continue to say the F slur online. Like, this'll show them. They think I can't say it? Well, I'm gonna suck dick. That'll teach them. They're not gonna know what hit them. That's praxis. It's true. Truth nuke. It's that easy. It's that easy. Here's the thing they don't want to tell you. You could argue that part of the current reactionary, like, fascist swing partially boils down to people being mad that they can't say the F slur anymore. Just be gay. If you want to say it, just be gay, and then it's fine. Then you're reclaiming it, right? That's all you have to do. Nut up or shut up. Definitely met people online who seem to think that being LGBT means you get to call other people slurs. Yeah, that's not cool. Like, here's the thing. I would consider myself to have the F slur pass. I am married to a man. I am bisexual, gay. I'm somewhere on the Kinsey scale. But I still don't use that word unless, one, it's really funny. That's basically the only time I use it. I use it if it would be, like, really funny to use it. But otherwise, I don't use it because I don't, because you never know. Like, some people might have bad experiences with that word, and there's no reason to use it if it is gonna potentially make somebody uncomfortable, and you just don't know, you know? For a long time, I didn't want to use it or hear it because I have bad experiences with it, just because it reminds me of being a shithead in high school, and I'm like, God, I was such a fucking dickhead. I don't want to think about that time in my life. Now I'm older, and it's like, okay, that time in my life happened, but it's far enough away from me now that I just look back at it as like a lesson to be learned rather than something to be embarrassed about, you know? Well, I'd say I have a healthy amount of shame about it, you know? I think there's like a certain amount of shame that's healthy, you know? People just said gay as an insult in high school where I am. I mean, yeah, people did that here too as well. Now, I will call stuff gay derogative because it's funny. I think that's funny now because it does make me think of high school, and it's like, why am I saying that? You know, that's a little funny. Like, ah, man, that's gay. Gay derogatory is back in. That may not be a good thing, but whatever. I'll, it's what it is. It's funny to call your gay husband gay. Yeah. Fake and gay. Now that's a classic. Truly fake and gay. It's a social responsibility, like no one knows I'm black, so I just don't bust out words I can use, because that would be mad uncomfortable. Yeah, it's true. there's, online, most of the time, you are a name. You are a name on a website. And maybe a profile picture, but the problem is that the profile picture can be anything you want it to be. So there's really no, I think there's a certain amount of, it's the kind of thing where, if you're running a Discord server, like in the RTVS Discord server, right? Like, even if you are gay, we can't just let you say the F slur whenever you want, because we aren't, we can't fact check that, and we aren't responsible for, what do you want us to do, a gay purity test to, give you the fucking card? That's not how it works. You can't do that. Number one, it's just an invasion of privacy. And number two, it's impossible. So there's nothing to be done, you know? So it's the kind of thing where it's it's just better if we don't use this extremely charged language in a public space. If you want to use extremely charged language in a private space, whatever. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound, right? But in a public space, there's just no reason. It's this is just going to cause more problems than it fixes. You know? Yeah, take a picture of your gay license. That's how it goes. Gonna need a picture of you sucking dick to verify. Yeah, that's getting into a whole other can of worms, as if it's like, all right, look, you can say it, but you gotta send us some amateur porn that you made first. The fucking headlines write themselves, like, popular Discord server caught asking users to upload adult images of themselves for quote gay verification purposes. That's fucked up. You don't want that at all. You want to stay off the Dextero articles, you know? It's not good. It's not good. Some Republican Party believes that. Post your OnlyFans for verification. Yeah, exactly. So you're gay, huh? Recite 5 YTPs now. See, you know, being gay isn't a monolith, you know? There's, you know, you can be a gay YTPer, you can be like a gay theater kid, you could be like you could be sports gay. There's many different types of gay. And I think it's because being gay doesn't actually really affect your personality that much, to be honest. I think that's a kind of an overstatement. I think that maybe being interested in certain things might make you more predisposed, but I'm gonna be honest, I was not openly LGBT in any way until I graduated college, and you know what changed about my personality? Literally nothing. I'm the exact, I mean, other than just getting older, but I don't think, like, coming to the realization that I like guys and girls, like, changed how I act on a day-to-day basis. It's like, yeah, actually, turns out this doesn't, like, rewire your DNA to be a different person. It's just sort of, like, an inherent part of you that is just, like, somewhere deep-seated in your psyche that you can't really adjust. You know? So, I don't know. It's just how it is. Alright, well, you guys want to do some Bandle? Is it time? Well, that was a long cold open. That was like 45 damn minutes. You mean you didn't get bit by a weird bug? I think about someone in high school saying, "What do you mean you don't watch Glee? Aren't you gay?" I think realizing it literally doesn't have to change you is such a big part of coming out. Yeah, I mean, I never really, like, you know, my coming out story is very boring. I basically just texted my parents and was like, I'm pretty sure I'm bisexual. And they were like, okay. that was it. That was basically it, because there was, like, nothing else really to be done. It was just like, okay. And that was it. Which, you know, I'm glad that it went so smoothly, but it doesn't make for good radio. It doesn't make for good content. I don't have, like, a funny story about it. It was just really just like, Mom, Dad, I'm bisexual. And they said, okay, that's good. I mean, they were supportive. They weren't like, they were just like, they were basically just like, thanks for letting us know, I guess. Like, just, hey, all right. You know what? We're happy for you, whatever. And I was like, all right, that's what it is. That's all it is. Just saying okay and nothing else would be kind of funny. Yeah. I'd rather have someone just be okay than making a big deal about it. I mean, I think it's like, I didn't make a big deal about it, so why would they make a big deal about it? You know? It was just like, well, it is what it is. My family took to it very well. I mean, I'm very, don't get me wrong, I'm very, very happy. Like, my whole family, nobody, unless they secretly hate me, I think nobody really cares. Like, you know, despite living in Texas, I think my family is pretty, like my extended family, like my aunts and uncles and my my grandparents and stuff. They're just like, whatever. It's like they have the, I would say probably the correct opinion, which is like, that's good for you and it doesn't affect me. So whatever. Like, I don't need to have an opinion on this one way or the other. Oh boy, my Chick-fil-A is here. Thank you, sir. That's right, I'm gay and I eat Chick-fil-A to make them mad. They get so pissed off when I eat this shit. They're like, you're not allowed to eat it. And I say, you know what? I am allowed to eat it. And that's that. That's how it goes. What am I licking? I'm not licking anything. Well, I mean, is drinking licking? Drinking is kind of like licking a liquid over and over, right? When you think about it. Like, whenever you really think about what your tongue does in your mouth, it's sucking. No, I don't think it's sucking. If you drink it like a dog? No, not like your tongue's not coming out of your mouth. Like, just take a drink of water and pay attention to what your tongue is doing inside of your mouth. Like, your tongue is undulating. It's pushing the liquid into the back of your throat. If your tongue isn't coming out, it's not licking. That's insane. There's no fucking way. Because if you put a popsicle in your mouth, you're still licking the popsicle, even if it's in your mouth. It doesn't have to be out, your tongue doesn't have to be outside of your mouth for it to be licking. No way. No, then I'm sucking the popsicle. But you can be licking and sucking at the same time. It's not like a binary state. Like, you can't, like, you can be sucking and licking. No, that's sucking. If it's in the mouth, it's sucking first and foremost. But it can be sucking and licking. I can confirm I've licked many men's tongues that are in my mouth. See? See? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I know he sucked that man's tongue. My girl giving me a lick job? Well, that's just fucking stupid. Because you wouldn't call it a suck job. That just doesn't make any sense at all. A suck job? No. It's a... I can't even say it. They'll cancel my ass. Are you okay? I'm feeling great. Tornado tonguing. All right, let's fucking do Bandle. Let's do Bandle. All right. Bandle today. 2001, 151, par 1. This could be the most slam dunk Bandle of all time. Let's take a listen. Oh, yeah, okay. This is a par 1, huh? I kind of like it deconstructed like this. Bow. Work it. Make it. Do it. Makes us. Is it harder, better, faster, stronger? Ooh. Nice. This is pretty much just the song. This is gonna get content ID matched. Damn. You know what? I'm brave enough to say it. Daft Punk, good band. They should make a whole album like this. Yes, dude. Yes. Shame they blew up. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. I would never hand it to the French. I mean, I think if you have to hand one thing to the French, it's that they tend to produce pretty good house music. Like, that's, you know, that and, like, cheese or whatever. Wine, I guess. And cigarettes. But mostly house music. Have you ever watched Skrillex's Twitch streams where he tells people their music sucks? No, I have not. That sounds really mean, but it's kind of funny. Alright, let's do connections. What do we got today? We have quad. Quad and cafeteria and library and dorm. These are places at a college. Is it really that easy? Places at a college? Okay, parts of a college campus. The bet. Dramatic and overdone and hammy. And camp. These are overacting. Exaggerated as a performance. Wow, this is the easiest. We've had some hard connections the last couple days. This is for babies. Well, I say that, but let's see. Delt and trap are muscles. Lamb. Tree. Bet. The. Corner? Trap, surround, corner. I don't know. This is like trap, surround, and corner is like to capture something, but what's the fourth one here? Well, it's not going to be the, or dealt, or bet, or lamb, so it must be tree. I've never heard, like, of treeing something. Is that really a term? Like I tree something? Close in? I guess so. I've never heard of that. The, bet, lamb, and dealt. The, bet, lamb, dealt. Lamb. Bet. The, bet, lamb, dealt. I don't know what this one is. Starts of Greek letters. Beta, delta, lambda, theta. Okay, yeah. Wow, that was a much easier one than last time. I'm not even trying to speedrun them. They just happen to be easy today. I don't know. Wednesday must be the easy day. They give everybody a break. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm always a little worried about just letting the damn drum and bass just play on stream because I'm never sure if that shit's gonna get caught. So I try to keep it to video game music, but whenever you put on a video game music drum and bass compilation, it always autoplays you into, like, a non-video game drum and bass compilation. So I'm always a little worried. I'm just going to look up video game songs on YouTube and see what comes up and click on it. How about... Let's click on the relaxing video game music mega compilation. How about that? All right. What are we gonna do today? You know, I read an article this morning. Did you know they've finally cast Zelda and Link for the Legend of Zelda movie? Did you hear? It's two people I've never heard of before, which might be good. However, isn't a Legend of Zelda movie gonna be fucking terrible? Right? Like, okay, Mario, you can get away with Mario because he has talked in the cartoons. I can imagine a talking Mario because I have seen a talking Mario. Link is not supposed to talk. Like, I'm sorry. I know that that's like a video game construct, but he's just not supposed to. Link also talked in the cartoons. Yeah, but that was, like, wrong. They did it badly. I am Link. Dude, they should have hired. It would be so funny if the Legend of Zelda movie comes out with the same exact tone as the Minecraft movie. Like, it's this weird, like, real people get sucked into the Legend of Zelda story. I think there's, like, no way the Legend of Zelda movie comes out. I could be wrong. But I feel like there is at least a 50% chance that shit does not come out. They can't even make video game. Every single video game on Earth gets canceled nowadays. What makes you think you can make a movie about a video game without it getting canceled? We still don't have a fucking release date for Metroid Prime 4. I'm going crazy. Can I just say how I'm going crazy because they won't announce a release date for Metroid Prime 4? They said this year. It's literally halfway through the fucking year. There's nothing. I'm just mad about Metroid Prime 4. I am. I'm mad because honestly, like, I would be happier than I am now if they just canceled it. Like, if they just said, Metroid Prime 4, it's not happening. We fucking strung you along for 10 years. It was a bold-faced lie. It's never coming out. I would be disappointed, and then I would get over it, and I'd be like, okay, that's fine. It's not gonna happen. But don't fucking silk song us for, like, a decade. Shit or get off the pot, man. I'm typing Metroid Prime 2. It's before 2004. It's also not a sci-fi shooter platformer. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Did that ever get officially... Did that ever get officially canceled? Nope. Really? It never got officially canceled? Still in development? Fuck no, dude. No way. No fucking way, dude. I like that they haven't announced a release date for 4 since it gives me infinite time to actually play 2 and 3. 2, you should play. 3, To be honest, the thing that worries me the most about Metroid Prime 4 is the fact that the games got progressively worse. Here's the thing. I think 3 is probably still okay, but it's definitely the worst of the Prime games. It's great. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's the worst of the Prime games. And I don't think that you cannot argue that 3 is not the worst of the Prime games. Just ignore Other M. Oh yeah, you don't need to... Other M is nothing. You're nothing to me. You like it more than 2? I think maybe I would enjoy 3 more if it was not Wii motion controls. 2 is my fave. See, I love 1 all the way. And I'm sure, look, I'm willing to admit that it's nostalgia talking. But Metroid Prime 1 as a kid, like, showed me that a video game can be something that I had never seen before. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then you know what? They made Metroid Prime 2, and then nobody ever made another game like Metroid Prime 1 or 2 ever again for some reason. So, whatever. Yeah, I think the problem that I have with 3 is that it's very linear comparatively to 1 and 2. I think the best part about Prime 1 was, like, the fact that there was no, like, you were dropped on a fucking planet and you're just like, figure it out. Like, there's not like a guy guiding you. There's not like a person. You are just Samus. You are on the planet. Fucking figure it out. And that to me was so fun as a kid. Like, I was lost as shit in that game and I loved it. And 2 did still have elements of that, but even 2 was more linear than 1. And then 3 was like, it was like a straight linear game. Like 3 was like, we are trying to tell a specific story, so we are just going beat by beat. There's no like exploration really. Anyway, I love Metroid Prime. I really do think Metroid Prime sits in my top 3 games of all time. I don't know where in my top 3, but it's definitely, it's like Metroid Prime, Outer Wilds, and I don't know, probably like Monster Hunter for You. Those are probably my 3 top games of all time. Let's see. Before 2004, not a GameCube game. First person, but not just first person. Not sci-fi. Could this... You know what? I don't know. Jumping Flash. Okay, they don't have Jumping Flash. I'm trying to think of like a PS1 game. How about... No, it's not a platformer, so it's not like Spyro. It's not Spyro. It's not Crash. Sarge's Heroes? They don't have that. Army Men? They don't have Army Men. Star Fox 1? Nah, it's not sci-fi. Trying to think of something. Maybe something like late PS1, late, or maybe it could be a... Are there any RPGs that are like first person? It's just kind of hard to think of old games that were first and third person, you know? There aren't a lot of those. You know what? Let me just put in like Resident Evil. Well, would that count as a shooter? You have a gun. But I don't know if that would count as a shooter. I guess I'll put it in here. No, that does count as a shooter. Alright, fair enough. So it's definitely a first and third person. It's not a horror game. It's between 1997 and 2003. It was probably on the PC or the PlayStation. Not sci-fi, not horror. Could this be a fantasy game? A fantasy game that's first and third person. Yeah, it's not just single player. Robot Alchemic Drive. They don't have it. Could it be King's Field? Did that have multiplayer? And I think that's only first person. Soul Edge. Did Soul Edge have first person? Isn't that a fighting game? Interactive Buddy. No, probably not that either. Let's just throw in a Medal of Honor. How about that? Okay. It's not... Okay, I mean, that was dumb because I already knew it was not a shooter, but whatever. Single multi... It's definitely on the PlayStation. This is a PlayStation 1 game with single and multiplayer. First and third is not a platformer and is not a shooter. What video games for the PlayStation 1 exist that are not a shooter or a platformer? Are we sure it's not Robot Alchemic Drive? They don't have it. I typed it in. They don't have Robot Alchemic Drive. Could be a racing game. That's smart. How about Ridge Racer? Ah. It's a racing game. Is an action racing game. Wait, but it's multiplayer, but it's not split screen. How can it be multiplayer but not split screen on the PS1? Am I dumb? How would they do that? Did PS1 have online? I don't think so. LAN shit? I get, maybe it did. It's a racing game. All right, how about Gran Turismo 1? Okay, so it's not non-fiction? Why is Gran Turismo non-fiction but Ridge Racer isn't? Is this implying that Gran Turismo actually happened? Or... I don't know what that means. Okay. Is this like a Twisted Metal? Dude, I have no fucking clue. It's an action racing game. It could be Lego Racers. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have Lego Racers? Damn, no Lego Racers. You know what? Give me the hint. That is the least useful hint I could have received. I've never heard of any of these companies, ever. What the fuck is this game? Carmageddon? Could be Carmageddon. It's fucking Carmageddon. Wow. This is single, multi, but no split screen? Oh shit. Damn. This game, you know, I do like the graphical style of this game is pretty cool. It's got that like nice chunky graphics, you know? That real, like, dude, fucking indie game devs on itch.io wish their game looked like this. Itch.io game developers, take note, because you wish your game fucking looked like this. Dude, badass. Carmageddon had split screen, they're just wrong. Damn. Realistic car physics shows two cars running into each other. This probably was awesome in 1997, though. I've watched a video about Carmageddon 64. There's a guy who speedruns it, or speed ran it. Holy shit, dude. This literally, I mean, I get why this is, but this does just feel like an itch.io, like PSX style pastiche game, but that's because they're all trying to look like this. That's crazy. Yeah, it feels like a parody, but it's not. It's a real, like, this just was what games were back then. All right, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let's, how about we watch Cloud? You guys watch Cloud. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. House Cloud. Looks beautiful. This looks like the Dragon Ball Z game Scorpy was playing a couple days ago. This looks exactly like that. 2005. I wonder if this came before that. No, it wasn't Budokai Tenkaichi. It was like Ultimate Tenkaichi or I think that's what it was. Does anything happen in this game, or is it just... I just want to see if something happens. This game looks neat, but maybe it's like a school project or something. Okay, there's like... You know what this reminds me of? The aesthetic of this game, despite being made 20 years ago, really reminds me of that clit game I played. Like the aesthetics of this game makes me think of that clitoris game. I think it's like the orchestral soundtrack that's doing it. The what? You guys didn't see that? Yeah, I played a game about the clit. And I'm not, that is not a joke. I'm telling you the honest truth. All right, what else happens in Cloud? Almost called it Clit. It's not. Okay, so basically nothing happens in this game whatsoever. All right. Well, that's Cloud. even he got bored of it. Didn't want to play it no more. All right. Where were we? We were just doing Game Duel Classic. Oh gosh. Sorry, I did not mean to cough into the microphone there. I don't know. Is this Missile Command? It's Missile Command. I don't know. I saw a missile and I thought, what's an old game with a missile? It's Missile Command. This is Doom, right? Is this like Doom? Is this like a later? I don't know. Doom 64. It's not Doom. No, okay. This is like, it's more fantasy. There's like little gremlins. There's a guy with some kind of sword or battle axe. Skimmy? Okay, don't stop showing me the imp's feet. Give me something else. Is this that game where you play as a bad guy? What is that game called? Is it called... Oh, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue. There's a game where you play as a villain, and it's like a unit over-the-shoulder RTS that's like Brutal Legends. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Come on. Think. It's not called, like, Evil Empire, right? No, it's not called that. What the fuck is it called? I got this. I got this. Dude, I'm so mad at my brain when I try to think of something and it, like, I literally feel the thoughts getting further away. Like, why is that possible? I'm looking at my keyboard. I'm going through every letter of the alphabet. It's called Overlord. It's called Overlord. I bet this is Overlord. Yes! I knew I could remember it. Didn't they make like 3 of these? Oh, I've got no clue what this is. This is a robot shoe. Is this from like ARMS? Is this like... what is that character's called? Like Min Min? Min Min? Nope. ARMS? Isn't there like a... Don't they have robots in ARMS? I don't know the names of any characters. Skip me. Oh, no. This is Hi-Fi Rush. However, I can't name the character. I played all of Hi-Fi Rush, and I don't remember what this character's name is. I don't even remember what the main character's name is. There's the main guy. There's this lady with a robot leg. There's the cat. There's like a fire lady and like a strong guy. I'm gonna have to just keep skipping because I literally cannot remember this character's name. Hi-Fi Rush. Okay, Chai is the main guy. Kale or Peppermint? You know, I would normally think that it's Kale because Peppermint sounds like a cat's name, but I think the cat was named like Ford F-150 or something. It had like numbers in its name. I think Kale is the bad guy. I think it's Peppermint. Okay, it's Peppermint. Ford F-150 is a sick cat name. Isn't it called something like that? What's the cat's name? 808. See, I was right. There was numbers in it. There was numbers in it. I just couldn't remember what the numbers were. I remember liking Hi-Fi Rush. I thought the writing was pretty abysmal, but the gameplay was awesome. And you got to fight, and the final boss was set to fucking the perfect drug by Nine Inch Nails, which I thought was extremely funny. You know what was really funny to me about Hi-Fi Rush? There is a point in Hi-Fi Rush where they show you like all the villains, right? It's like, and it's very obviously like, these are all of the bosses that you're gonna have to fight. And all of the villains look like they look like villains. I don't know how else to describe it, except for one of them that just looks like an anime girl. And as soon as I saw that cutscene, I was like, that person's gonna join your party. And guess what fucking happens? You'll never guess. And I was like, come on, guys. You didn't even like try to make, like, you made all of these into like scary evil people, except for the one character that just looks like an attractive anime girl. And I was like, they're gonna be on your team. Like, there's no fucking way that this character that looks completely different from every other character is not going to be on your side because they don't look like an evil villain. I was like, come on, guys. Come on. At least try. Drugs, police, and bribery. Is this like gangs of streets of LA? Street true crime streets of LA? No. Vehicles, fugitives, passports. Drugs, police, bribery, vehicles, fugitive, passport. Is this the game that Scorpy was playing? Is this Narc? They don't have it. It's not Narc. What is this? True crime, streets of LA. Streets of New York? New York? Well, I guess it would tell me the right franchise if it was a true crime game. Skip me. Checkpoint, patrolling, interrogation. Checkpoint? What the? Yeah, man, I'm sure the game has checkpoints in it. What do you think? I don't even know what to guess for this. Skip me. Body search, daily quota, and night shift. Okay, I don't know what this game is. I'm not going to know what it is. Sniffer dog, car. I don't know. Is there just like police simulator? Police. Contraband police. Okay. I'm like, sure. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, of course. It's some Eastern European simulator game. Who could have guessed? Never would have saw that one coming. This is... I don't know. There's not a lot to go off of here. Outer Wilds. Nope. 82%. Some kind of space station. I don't think I know. Okay, it's like an... I don't know what this game is. I honestly have no idea what this game is. I've never seen this UI before. It's some kind of management game. It's an RPG, I guess. That's what I'd call a management game, but... 2022. Jump over the age. I have no clue. I don't know what this game is. I've never even seen this game before. Oops, I didn't mean to click skip. I meant to click 6. Oh well. I wasn't gonna get it anyway. Citizen Sleeper, eh? I haven't seen this before. That's neat. Looks cool. I like the style. Oh, I have no idea what this is. I'm not getting this one. This is like some country song. It's not gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I'm never going to know what this is. All right. Who's your daddy? Can I just say, rest in peace, Toby Keith. That's not what I was gonna say. Didn't he die? Can I just say, I truly despise country music. I don't even think it's necessarily country music's fault. I think growing up in Texas made me hate country music. Did he die? Wait, did Toby Keith not die? I thought he died. Garth Brooks died. He did, yeah? Okay, I'm not crazy. I could have sworn Toby Keith died. He's considerably dead. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I hate country music, and I think it's because I grew up around country music. Alright. Let's guess the movie. I don't got this one. Why do I even do guess the movie? I don't watch movies. I don't know what this is. 82%. There's a dead dog. Okay, thanks. Thanks, guess the movie name. No warning for that one. Sorry if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff. 2015, huh? Colin Farrell, 2015. I have no idea what this is. It's not Dead IRL. We don't know that. It's a Yorgos Lanthimos film. Nope, don't know it. It's The Lobster? The Lobster. What the hell is The Lobster? How did you even know what that is? I like this one. Let's guess that house. Arlington, Virginia? This is like right outside of Washington, D.C. So this is probably super, super, super fucking expensive, is my guess. This is probably... I don't know. It doesn't look that big, but it's gotta be like... This has gotta be so fucking expensive, right? Am I crazy for putting 10 million just right off the bat? Is that a super overshot? That might be a super overshot. Okay, it's not 10 million. Okay. Look, eventually, as soon as you hit 7 digits, that's like an amount of money that is unfathomable to me. Like, I don't know how to price it from there. All right, how about 4 million? Okay, it's not that expensive then. I mean, it's probably still over $1 million. 1.5 mil. It's over 1.5 million. Wow, 6 beds, 7 bath? If this feels like it should be more expensive, to be honest. I'm honestly surprised. For 6 beds, 7 bath? Maybe there's something fucked up about this house that they're not showing you. It's haunted. House is haunted. It was $2 million. I mean, $2 million is still more than I'll ever pay for a house, but I'm honestly surprised. I figured it'd be way more expensive than that. Location? It's in Arlington, Virginia, which is like right outside of Washington, D.C. Maybe there's like a sewage plant right behind it that they're not showing you. Okay. This... it's looking like maybe 100. You know what? 102. More than 102. 108. Okay, we're close, we're close. So we're guaranteed to get it now, because it's either 4 or 6. Now, can I get it in 3? 104. Oh, it's a 106. Motherfucker. Oh, well. Let's do the crossword. All right. What do we have for the meta clue? We don't know. Nothing about the circled letters? Nothing about the circled letters. Okay, I guess we'll just have to intuit what the circled letters mean. I'm going to assume that since they are at the start and end of answers, they probably are the same letters. Okay. The Graham Norton Show error. Don't know. Certain sib. That could be bro or sis. Lifting a beer bottle with just a straw. Could this be like bar trick? And this is BBC. Karate Kid spinoff. This is Cobra Kai. Homemade pasta sauce. This is Rao, right? And this is bro. All right, that was pretty easy. Orb. Globe is an orb. Most faithful probably is truest. Purple yam. Purple yam. Many a Qatari. Oh, that's what you mean. Trail sighting. Health law since 2010 initially. What is it? Is this the ACA? Is that what it is? America something? Trail sighting. Sport with roping and riding. Is that rodeo? Maybe? Major work. Youngins. Kiddos. Tech blank. Tech debt. Fish that can shock its prey is an eel. Square EG. Is this polygon? Headwear at a rodeo. This is cowboy hat. So we have back coat. I've got this. On it. Blank dog. Dashend. I don't know that one. Upstate New York Lake, I don't know that one. Spooky decoration, cobweb. Exposes as fangs as bears. Utopias. Coos Bay to Portland direction. This is bears. This is bears. Because this is like... This is going to be like either north-northeast or south-southeast. Or I guess it could be east-northeast. Cobra's warning is a hiss. Full house at times. Winning hand. So this is probably north-northeast. Utopias. Edens, maybe? Buzzing insect. Must be a bee. Ah, wiener dog. I see. Reacts to a tell-all. Gasps. Puts up as a painting. Hangs. Stuffed to the gills. Stable fare. That's probably hay. Trees used for longbows. That's use. Thank you, RuneScape. Does sums adds. Strength. Maybe sinew? Camping appliance. I don't know. Yellow jacket kin. There's like paper wasps? Paper? A dauber? A dirt dauber, maybe? Shell product. Gas. Desert that's home to the world's rarest bear. Must be the Gobi Desert. This is hot plate. Acts as an intermediary. Liaises? Polynesian taro dish. Some fine art. Explosive stuff. This is probably TNT. Tisk. Tut, maybe? March to November hours. That is daylight savings time. Joined the military Enlisted? I probably just spelt this wrong. This is EDU. Final parts and what this puzzle's circled clues creates. We have wind, coat, back. Maybe this is loose ends. Wait, no, that doesn't fit. Grab his nab. Butter K-pop group. I don't know that one. Bounce. Some fine art. Maybe oils? Like oil paintings? Oh, is this BTS? I do know that one. Final parts. Maybe tail ends? And this is hornet. And this, I don't know. And this, I don't know because it's people. Rhinoplasty is a nose job. Diner pour. Diner pour. A jar? Maybe? Mail centers. Lab procedure. Probably a test. Puccini opera set in Rome. Theme park with a geodesic dome. This is Epcot. Not on edge. At ease. Vino that doesn't require a corkscrew. It's like boxed wine. This is a bone. Ah, I see. Okay. So it's just telling me that there are words inside the words. Chris Cyborg stat. I don't know who Chris Cyborg is. Major work is an opus. Rental for a night of revelry. Party bus. Party bus. Owner of a bed deemed too hard. Papa. Diary sheet. I might have something wrong here. Because I would think this is page. Oh, maybe it's just truest. Like, maybe my spelling gets me in trouble here with the crossword. Avant-garde. Mariner's shout. Avast. Youngins. Tykes. Fax forerunner. Fax for something that existed before faxes. I don't know. New Jersey nickname. Oh, speaking of Metroid Prime. Parking area is a lot. Oh, is this Telex? Garden State. This is opt out, and I have spelled Epcot wrong. Puccini opera. Garlicky shrimp dish. This is a scampi. Dude, I could fuck up some shrimp scampi. New York City bus organization. Mail centers. Is this just UPSs? Is this... We'll worry about that later. Tea fabric, cotton. Okay, it's not UPSs. Or is it cotton? Okay. What do we have left? This is a name. It could be Daria? I have something wrong. This isn't Jar. Longtime Washington Week journalist Iffel. Blank Kearns Goodwin. It could be Daria. Mail centers. It must be United Post Offices? Okay, bounce. Split. And then we have this corner. Trail sighting. Hiker. Aha. An Arab. And then what? Doris? Diner poor. Joe. Job? John? Is this Owen? It's not Owen. Oh, Joe like coffee maybe? So I think I have... Well, I know I have something wrong. Maybe it's Ewan. One of these gotta be right. Okay, I have something else wrong in the puzzle. What do I have wrong? This all looks right. Debt rodeo. Ah, it's probably this. But I don't know what... How do you spell liaise, damn it? Is it another I? Poi? And another... And liaise? Okay. Now what's this? Owen? Ewan. Quen. Yewen. Twen. Yuen. Yen. Wen. Oh shit, it's Gwen. I didn't even think about Gwen. Gwen's a pretty uncommon name. Not a lot of Gwens out there. Can we bring Gwen back? Whatever happened to Gwen? It's kind of a fun name to say. I kind of like it. Gwen. Is Gwen a gender-neutral name, or is that just a girl's name? I guess it doesn't matter nowadays. You can name anybody anything. Actually, that's not true. You can name... Gender-neutral names are mostly for girls. I'm going to say it. Like, you can't name a guy Sarah. It just doesn't work. Guys are held to different standards. You can't give us a girl's name. It doesn't work. You can. I mean, I'm sure there is a guy named Sarah out there. I'm just saying they're going to get made fun of in middle school. You can name a guy Ashley and Kelly. Sam is gender neutral. Yeah, Sam's gender neutral. But what I'm saying is gender neutral means a male name that a female can have. But it doesn't go the other way. And I think that's sexist. You should be able to name a boy Sarah. Why not? I'm woke. That's my wokest opinion is that you should be able to name boys Sarah. Yeah, I'm woke. I'm sorry if you didn't know. I'm basically done for. Let's just scrandle. Ooh. Well, this is an insane amount of onion. Why would you do that? Is there any reason why the person making this burger wouldn't look at the burger and be like, that's too many onions? The Steve Harvey burger? I mean, I like onion too, but this is too much onion. This is too much. It's just too much. That's a 17%er. Masala fries, steak pie, mashed peas, and gravy. This is tough because this is not really a meal, but this is too much meal. I think this is too much meal for people. Although I don't know, maybe they're fucking with the steak pie. I think people could pick the steak pie here, to be honest. There's nothing going on with those masala fries. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. I feel like these probably taste fine, but it's just not that interesting. But people might cower from the steak pie, mashed peas, and gravy. Never vote on mushy peas. This is tough. My gut says pick the fries. I think I'm gonna go with my gut. Okay. I guess it's just more generically likable. Pizza logs. Fish and chips. Pizza logs? This is just fair food. This is like every single fair food, which is like, we took some shit and fried it in a wonton wrapper, and it cost $14 now. Pizza egg rolls. Pizza logs are a New York thing? Oh. Well, I think people are gonna not pick the mushy peas again. Yep. It's fucking back, bro. We couldn't even go one full scrandle without seeing it again. What is this? What is this? What country is this? Is that Switzerland? I didn't know Switzerland was SUI. Where's the U come from? Okay, well, this is a tough one. I kind of fuck with this. I kind of fuck with the barbecued pork stick. I think I would rather have this than the burger. I mean, the burger, like, if you take off all the extra ingredients that is too much, you're just left with a shitty burger. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Wigan kebab, pepperoni and cheese rolls. These look a bit shitty. But, I don't know. I honestly think this could be the Wigan kebab. Because this really does not have a lot going on. Like, this is like an appetizer at a mid-pizza pasta place, you know? Versus the Wigan kebab, which is just bread and more bread and more bread. This is a tough one. I guess my gut says Wigan kebab. Honestly, I think people will see this and think like not worth the money. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's such a coin flip. I'm going Wigan kebab. Oh, fuck me. Damn it. Pizza and dirty burger. This one's got like they blurred out the background. It's got the Google Pixel auto portrait. I mean, I think this pizza looks pretty good. For like stadium pizza? And this one looks... I'm going to say this chicken does not look very good. This chicken looks maybe overcooked. I think it's the pizza. The pizza looks good. Yeah. Okay, it was close, but pizza wins out. Cookies, chicken and chips. All right. As we know, you never go dessert. You never go dessert on Scrandle. You never go dessert on Scrandle. Unless it's up against Cup Full of Bugs. Then you can go dessert. But otherwise, you don't go dessert. Poutine. Man, they really like these chicken strips. I think these chicken strips have been in like 4 days in a row now. It's gotta be the poutine. This is looking pretty good. Dude, I want poutine so bad. I have got to go to Canada. I'm gonna need an excuse to go visit Scorpion and have some poutine. For sure. Wow, that is the closest I've ever seen a Scrandle is 0.1% off. That's crazy. Baja style hot dog, lamb and chicken tikka naans. Ooh. As a Canadian, I think poutine is overrated. Don't like wet fries. See, I'm the opposite. I love wet fries. Cheese fries? Oh, I love cheese fries. This is two pretty good looking meals, but if I was picking which one of these I wanted to eat, it'd be the naan. Naan is better than a hot dog bun, for sure. I'm glad Scrandle agrees with me. Cheesy nachos. Okay, this is a rarity where you do pick the dessert here. You do pick the dessert here. You do not pick the unmelted cheese chips. Hell no. It's gotta be waffle on a stick. All right, hey, you know what? -1. I can be happy with a -1. That's pretty good. Let's do Lexicon. Oh, wait, you know what? I always do Pokidoku after. Let's do that. Okay, what do we got here? Unova, Hisui, Ground, Dual Type Rock, and Grass. Okay, this is gonna be tough because isn't Hisui specifically the Arceus games? So that's basically impossible. I don't know anything about that. I know that there is isn't there the Sneasler? There's the Sneasler, right? There's the Sneasler. But that's like the only one I know. I know the Sneasler. Because it's got a really funny name. Unova Duel. You know what I always go for here? I'm going to go for my boy, Darmanitan Zen. Wait, maybe that's not dual type. This might not be dual type. This might be straight psychic. Or gay psychic. I don't judge. What's a better Unova one? Unova dual type. Could just go with the starter. There's always the starters. Gen 5. I've played Gen 5. Were the Dorises? Were those guys Gen 5? Was like Landorus and Thundurus, are those guys Gen 5? Are they Gen 6? You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with wait, I was gonna say Excadrill, but I think that's Gen 4. Why am I having such trouble remembering Unova? That was like the last one I played. I played Black. Why can't I remember anything from that game? All I remember is Darmanitan for some reason. I remember Darmanitan. Is it like Conkeldurr? Is this guy Gen 5? Is this guy even a dual type? I'm having trouble here, guys. Ground dual type. Let's just go Nidoking. Wow, only 1.1% for Ditto King? No respect. No respect for the king. Ground Rock. That's gonna be... Golem. My boy Golem. Ground Grass. I don't think I know a Ground Grass. Who's a Ground Grass? Ground Grass. Hisui Grass. Rock. Hisui. I have no fucking clue about Hisui. Unova Rock. Unova Rock. Roggenrola? Is this guy from Gen 5? He's from Gen 5. Alright, what about Unova Dual Type? And Unova Grass. Who was the Grass starter? It was Snivy. I think. I'm like 90% sure. Alright, it was Snivy. Which means... No, not Seviper. What is it called? Snivy turns into... a snake. It's like the most boring design of all time. It's literally just like a green snake. I can't remember what it's called. What are the other starters for Unova? I feel like the Unova starters are super forgotten because I can't even remember them. I think I just have to go Darmanitan. Let's go Darmanitan Zen and hope that it's a dual type. Okay. I don't know what it's psychic something. I have no idea what the other part of it is. Grass ground. Grass ground. Is there any chance on Earth that like Tangrowth is grass ground? This guy's probably just grass, right? Or like grass poison or something. Grass ground. Grass ground. This guy looks like he could be grass ground. Whoever Grottle is, I don't even know who this guy is. This has to be like a starter that I'm not remembering, right? Grottle. I bet that guy's grass ground. Ooh, wait, because this guy evolves into Torterra? Yes, this guy has to be grass ground. This guy has to be grass ground. Okay, these I give. I don't know. Is there Onyx? Onyx Hisui. Nope. Is there Golem Hisui? Nope. Is there fucking... Dude, I don't know. I didn't play these. Trevor would know these. He played this game. I did not play these. Grass Hisui. Sneasler. The Sneasler, dude. I can only remember the Sneasler. I have not won Pokédoku in weeks. They keep hitting me with my blind spots, and it's not looking good for me. Ooh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I simply don't know. I simply don't know. Isn't there like a Scyther? There's like a Scyther Hisui, but it's not called that. It's called something else. It's like how Sneasler isn't called Sneasel. It's like Choppler. It's not Choppler. It's like the Cutler. The Slicer. Slicer. Oh! Sliggoo Hisui? Is there any chance that this thing is aground? Sligu Hisui. Oh, this is, what's the fucking stupid dragon? I don't remember what it's called. Is there any chance that Sligu... Gudra, that's what it's called, Gudra. This is definitely not grass. This is like poison something. Sliceler is not... I don't know why I'm stuck on Sneasler's naming convention here. It's not Sliceler. The Sliceler. I don't know. I seriously... I give up and I have to go to the bathroom. So I legitimately, I don't even have guesses. Gudra Hisui. Gudra Hisui. Nope. I don't know. I don't know those. I got no fucking clue. I didn't play this game. Cleavor. I honestly was fucking close. I was honestly close with the Sliceler. With the Cutler. Oh, there's only 4. Come on. I was never getting that. And then this one, I was never getting this either. Not gonna happen. All right, I have to go to the restroom real quick. Here, watch, watch 3D shark hunting. I'll be right back.
Shark accidents have caused a steep decline in tourism in the Hawaiian Islands.
Once again, Australia has proven itself as the capital of shark-related
deaths. The Blood Triangle, known for its shark-infested water, claims another death by a killer great white.
Waters are turning red again in the Maldive Islands as reports of tourists
make headlines of local newspapers.
All right, I'm back. Is 3D shark hunting amazing? It looks fun. It looks great, man. You gotta see the Earth? Where's the Earth? Hold on.
proven itself as the capital of shark-related deaths.
deaths. The Blood Triangle, known for its shark-infested water, claims another death by a
What the
killer
fuck? This is like, wait, you're hunting the sharks because they're killing people?
local newspapers.
Holy shit. Oh, this is definitely like running at way too high a frame rate. I kind of want this as an emote. I might download this video and cut this out and turn it into an animated emote because this is really funny. Look, I gotta drive subs somehow. All right. I know it seems kind of stupid to go to the bathroom and then only do like 2 more dailies, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. Let's do Lexicon. Reservation to dramatically. Reservation. Reservation to dramatically. Reservation is like to set something aside. All right, how about let's just take it step by step. Reserve. Really got to think about this one. Reservation, reserve, aside. Nope. How about keep? How about preserve? And now we have keep. Okay. How are we getting from here to dramatically, though? Let's go drama. Really, drama is not connected enough to dramatically. All right, how about theater? Really? Okay. Dramatically. Emotionally. Okay. Well, now we have 2 fucking tendrils here. Reservation, preserve, reserve. How about, maybe there's something with reserve to reserved. And like being reserved is an emotion. What is like a word for emotionally reserved? How about like stoic? Okay, how about Spartan? Okay, I've got to get simpler. Reserved. If somebody is reserved, they are private. Private? Okay, reserved, private. I feel like there's a connection here. There's got to be a connection here. Let me just type in emotion. Maybe it'll just fill itself in. Nope. Heart. Nope. How about selfish? I feel like we're not really getting any closer. Reserved, private, alone? Private, sequestered? Okay, that's not really helpful. It's a fun word, but it's not really getting us anywhere. It's always tough when I can't just take a path through, like, a mathematical concept. It's hard whenever it's, like, abstracted, which emotions are pretty abstracted. How about human? Human emotion. Human society. Damn it. We're just making a web here. Society. Private, society, family. God damn it, we're not making any progress. Come on. There's gotta be something that connects something over here with something over here, right? How about walled? Okay, I guess that's not it. How about just wall? Nope. How about... society. Society. This might be stupid, but I'm about to take this in a really dumb direction. How about castle? I thought maybe I could get castle to keep. Like, you call a castle a keep, but I think that that's not gonna work. Private. Okay, how about we go opposites? Public. Ah, there we go. Okay, this is a pretty long chain. There's probably a better one that I could have gone for, but I'll take it. Why am I getting so many phone calls lately? Getting phone calls from people that don't leave messages and are spam calls. Reservation, reserve, private, public, society, emotion, emotionally, dramatically. Well, there we go. Let's do clues by Sam, and then I'm gonna bounce. Isaac is one of the innocents in row 3. Barb is one of Frank's 2 criminal neighbors. Frank has 2 innocent neighbors in column C. So, Frank has 2 criminal neighbors, and Frank has 2 innocent neighbors in column C, which means Janet and Eve must be innocent because the other criminal must be in column C. Boom, boom. All innocents above Wanda are connected, which means because there's 2 innocent neighbors in column C next to Frank, we know that Olivia must be a criminal. What? Am I stupid? All innocents above Wanda are connected. Frank has 2 innocent neighbors in column C. I feel like this... Am I... Hold on. If all innocents above Wanda are connected, and Frank has 2 innocent neighbors in column C, doesn't that mean those 2 innocent neighbors must be connected? I guess that doesn't mean that Olivia is innocent, though. Or is a criminal. Because I don't know the total number of innocents in column C, so that's probably what it is. But it does mean that it can't be Carol and Keith. The 2 innocent neighbors have to be Carol, Gary, Keith. Yeah, so Gary is always innocent. Xena has more criminal neighbors than Donna. Where's Donna? Here's Donna. So Xena has at least 1 criminal neighbor and maybe 2 criminal neighbors. Dude, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there is somebody revving a fucking machine outside and it is driving me fucking insane. It's so loud. I don't know if it's coming through my microphone, but I'm losing it. I'm fucking sick of our next door neighbor being a fucking work site. I'm gonna look out the window at them. I can't see them. Fuck it. It's pissing me off, dude. It's pissing me off. I don't know. I'm just getting mad. All right, anyway. Xena has more criminal neighbors than Donna. Actually, that doesn't tell us anything. Donna at most has 2, but at the least has 0. We also know all innocents above Wanda are connected. Barb is one of Frank's 2 criminal neighbors. So Carol or Keith is a criminal. And the other one is innocent. There are exactly 3 innocents below Carol. Oh, I should have read. Wait, what? Am I stupid? Huh? Did I click on the wrong thing? What? There are 3 innocents below Carol. Did I click on the wrong thing? What? Huh? All innocents above Wanda. Oh, I see. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. I get it. I accept that my logic was not exactly airtight, and that is the point of the game. I accept that, but that's tricky. That's very tricky. You never think about the person the clue is about. That's tricky. Okay, fair enough. So what's the actual thing? So now we know Carol is a criminal. Xena and I have 4 innocent neighbors in total. We know Xena and Eve have an equal number of criminal neighbors. And we know Donna has more criminal neighbors. No, less than Xena. So this one's done. This is tricky. Frank has 2 innocents in column C. That's done. Xena and I have 4 innocent neighbors in total. And Xena has more than Donna. Carol has 1 right now. Donna has 1. Xena must have 2. So either all of these... No, because we know that below Carol there are 3 innocents. So these are a pair. So these count as 1 of each. So Xena must have 2... Xena must have 2 criminals, and Paula must be one of them. And that means Donna only has 1 because she needs less than Xena. So they're innocent. And then we know that either Donna or Frank is a criminal. Austin and I have 4 innocent neighbors in total. Austin and I have 4 in total. Do we know anything about Frank? Xena and I have 4 innocent neighbors in total. We know that... Okay, Donna and Frank are a pair. Olivia and Wanda are a pair. So Paula's at 1. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm having trouble thinking through this, especially without like they need to add like a mark. Like I need to be able to write on these, you know, because I want to mark my pairs, but there's nothing that lets me do that. Because Austin either has 1 or 2 innocent neighbors, which means Paula has either 2 or 3, which both could be possible. Xena and Eve have an equal number of criminal neighbors. Xena and Eve. And we know Xena has 2. So Frank must be a criminal. So now what? Now it's the Austin clue, right? Austin has 1. So Paula has 3. So Larry... Dude, am I going nuts? Why am I doing so bad at this today? Austin and I have 4 innocent neighbors in total. Austin has 1. Paula must have 3 innocent neighbors. Olivia and Wanda are a pair. So Larry and Xena must be innocent. That's the only way it equals 3, right? Or 4. I feel like the logic on this one is like too strict. Like because there are 3 innocents below Carol. So Olivia and Wanda has 1 total, right? Damn, this one's hard today. Xena and I have 4 in total. We know that Olivia and Wanda are a pair. Okay, let's do this. Gary and Xena have 6. Dude, this one's fucked up. All of these, like, number of neighbor ones. Gary has 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5. Okay, Larry has to be innocent. Larry has to be innocent. Because there's 4, and these are a pair. Larry has to be innocent. Gary and Xena have 4 innocent neighbors in total. Gary, or have 6. Right, so these are still paired. Xena and Eve have an equal number of criminal neighbors. Xena and Eve have an equal number. Yes, I know that. Austin and I have 4 in total. Okay, Xena is a criminal. Paula and Isaac have 5 innocent neighbors in total. Paula and Isaac. Where's Isaac? Isaac is here. So Paula has 2. Okay, Martin and Noah have to be criminals. Rob has more criminal neighbors than Xena, and Rob is here. And Xena has 2, so Vince is a criminal. I have more criminal neighbors than Gary. Gary has 3. So Rob must be a criminal. All innocents neighboring Vince are in row 5. Wanda is innocent. Olivia is a criminal. God damn, that was a hard one. Whew, I almost lost. That was a tough one. That one was fucking me up. That was definitely the hardest one I've done so far. Nearly damn lost. That's how it goes. They can't all be easy. Alright. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I am gonna go. I'm gonna eat my Chick-fil-A and enjoy the rest of my Wednesday. So I hope you do much the same. Thanks for tuning in as always, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.